come to my attention recently. Some people in my life have actually stumbled across these. And the truth is I kind of started this out and I wanted to do it with some sense of anonymity because I understand how clunky and strange it could all seem. But, it's been getting back to me. Some people I know have found it and calling it things like weird and strange and I don't know, talking amongst themselves. Is he okay? I think sincerity is a very awkward emotion. It's a lot easier to be ironic or self-deprecating or things of that nature. So I asked myself, is this weird? Is what I'm doing weird? I'm aware. I'm not crazy. Like, maybe clunky for sure. I think that I started doing these because I'd spent so much time meditating and kind of discovering the architecture of my inner world that I wanted to just communicate it. And I knew it was going to be clunky and I knew it was going to sound awkward or strange, but I felt called to do it because I was like, maybe someone out there feels this, you know? And it's funny, I heard that. I heard like, it's so fucking weird and da da da, all this kind of stuff. And it didn't move me in like a negative way. If anything, it reminded me about like the cost of authenticity. It's for you to get, it's not for them to get. And that goes for you too. It's so easy to be tactile, to explain and exist in reality, in relation to each other. But I think the exploration of our own inner depth is weird, it's clunky, it's confusing. And there's times where I could say things where in it I could be like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. But to me, it's all an advancement in building layers upon each other of understanding. I started doing this for myself to go back and kind of chart the progress or at least the understanding of this inner uh awakening, I guess you'd call it. And it's different for everybody and everything isn't for everybody. But I think if you're watching this, if you resonate with any of this, if you do find it helpful, it's to understand that all of this is working in process. And the act of precision and fine tuning these concepts is important, but so is the ability to express wholeheartedly with sincerity. It's a gift to awaken sort of internally and see what you're made of. I think, if anything, doing these makes me want to provide you with permission to do the same. I get it. It's clunky, it's confusing, it's strange, but it's honest. It is honest. And we would so much rather hide that. We would so much rather question that than work it out publicly. But I feel like that's important because what are we hiding? What's the point? What's the what do you get from not expressing the things that are going on inside of you, you know? In alchemy, they talk about turning lead to gold. And some people ascribe that as like literal hard science. Like if you were an alchemist, you knew how to quite literally take lead and turn it into gold. And there's some people who look at it and they view it more from a metaphysical angle. They view it more as um, those words representing inner uh, inner world mechanics, turning lead to gold. Lead being doubt, despair, confusion, negativity, and transmuting that into gold, positive, right thinking, aligned action. I don't know whether or not the hard science is true, but I do know from the metaphysical way of viewing that it is. And that's what I view this as. It's turning lead to gold, it's turning confusion, worry, doubt into alignment, into right thinking, into positive action, and articulating that, at least my experience with that, to anybody who resonates with it. What's up, Lizard? So yeah, I I find it very reassuring how attuned I am and how committed I am to working out my inner world in process, in public, because there will be a day where I look back at this, at these, and see and can chart the trajectory of what has made me a better alchemist, better at turning the lead that life brings me into the gold that is your inner world. It's a gift, and I'm grateful for it. So if you're like me, if this is something you're interested in, which we're here, just know that. Just know that it's not for other people to understand. It's not for other people to get. But your job is to move with sincerity and trueness within your own heart and communicate it, no matter how much your voice shakes, no matter how clunky or confusing or batshit crazy it could sound sometimes. That's your work. That's your job. We're all just walking each other home. So this is here if you need it.